Hey guys and gals. Hey guys and gals. How are you doing? How is it going? Thank you for hitting that like button. Did you already do that? Let's go! That's so awesome of you. Actually, you could do the like button, but want to thank you for hitting the play button. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let's go. Turn it up. Quick thanks to those that hit the like button. You guys are all awesome. Double thumbs up. And subscribers. Much love, subscribers. Thank you for being winners, every single one of you, and not quitters. Let's go! All right, turn it up. Just want to make sure we're good on the stream. Much love, subscribers. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Let's go. How's the day going today? How is your day going? You ready to do some learning? Huh? I already drank half a cup of coffee already. I'm a little late starting because while setting up, that's not an excuse, I know, but there is a bit of setup. I gotta have coffee. My brain just needs the sugar and the caffeine. I just can't concentrate worth a darn ski without it, you know? Okay. All right, thank you. Let's go. All right. Time to begin. Time to begin. All right, I'm excited to keep things going. Let's keep building and working on our project. Love learning. I enjoy it. I really do. Man, I wish I was doing this years ago. Yes, yes, yes. Just gotta wait. Software is loading up. Close that in the background. Don't really need it running. We could open it anytime. All right. All right. Let's go. So I'm playing copyright free music. Now, you guys that are watching, please understand I'm putting some music on for not just for myself. I have to have music while I'm working. I can't stand silence. And I'm doing it for you guys and gals as well. You got to realize I get not strikes. I'm not getting strikes, but I do get each of these videos I'm doing, they're copyrighted. So even though I search on Google or on YouTube looking for copyright free music and I'm playing copyright free music, video still gets copyrighted. So annoying. I don't know. I can't make any money. So doing this. I don't know. I think that's how it works. I don't know. Share, guys. Share if you love it. All right, appreciate you being here and watching and learning. Yeah. All right. Okay, so where were we? Where were we here? We got our vehicle moving, don't we? Let's get Visual Studio running. Might as well get that going as well. We are gonna create another script. All right. Okay, so just to follow along. All right, so what have we done just to kind of recap? We have obviously we created our vehicle. Let's go back to scene here. We added our vehicle. Okay, all right, Johnny, focus. Coffee, please kick in. Coffee. I'm gonna need more coffee soon too. So we added. Whoops. We've doubled our roadway. Okay, we've done that. We've added a series of boulders and obstacles on the road. There we go. Duplicated a bunch of boulders. I didn't spend any time adding like I got these construction signs here as well. Let's go there, have a look. Okay, there we go. I got those in front of the boulders because, you know, makes sense. We're in the mountains, and yeah, boulders can fall down the mountains. Yeah, it's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. So, and yeah, so that's kind of what happened in our little world. I guess we got some debris on the road. So we brought in an army tank to do some clearing. Does the army tank need a blade? There's no blade on that. All right. Okay, so another thing that I was thinking about, we're going to reduce the mass of it. I'm going to say this is a smaller tank. I don't know. What should I reduce it to by? I don't know, 30%? 30% of 62,000. I'm thinking maybe it's pretty. I mean, that's the mass of an M1 Abrams, guys. Okay, this one is a little bit smaller than that. Quite a bit smaller. So I'm going to say 0.7 times 62. And we get this for a value, 400. Okay, that is way too much. Okay, so there we go. Reduce the mass. Weight equals mass times gravity, guys. Okay, mass is basically our molecular makeup. Okay, our weight is due to gravity. Okay. Technically, I don't know how that all works, but mass should be like, I don't know. Anyways, it all works out in either way. But the formula is it's no different than force. Force equals mass times gravity. Weight equals mass times gravity. It's all the same. Gravity is 9. It's a constant here on Earth. It's different on different planets based on the gravity field around the planet. And here it's 9.81 meters per second squared. Good thing we have that, otherwise we'd be bouncing around just like the astronauts on the moon. Imagine that. Wouldn't that be crazy, living in a world like that? Okay, each boulder. So now I remember I did a search. Mass of an average boulder was, I think it was in pounds. So mass of an average boulder, weight of an average boulder. Okay, let's see, what do we have here for an image? 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet. Does that look like 3 feet? I don't know, guys. Looks like a little bit more, maybe 4 feet. So it's saying 10,240 pounds. Yeah, we definitely light on the numbers here. I want to try to make it as realistic as possible. Let me show you what I've got here. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm thinking maybe this one. We're kind of guessing here. Whoops. Get over there. Okay, there, good. This is pretty big. Like, let's say we're standing there. Man, that might even be bigger than 4 feet, definitely. But, I don't know. Maybe we'll go with 4 feet.
But the thing is that's in pounds. It's saying 10,000 pounds. So pounds to, and I believe the unity here, we're going based on metric system. So I don't know. All right, so the value is a lot less. So 1 pound is, well, a kilogram's just under, like a half a kilogram is 1 pound. So our boulder is, we're gonna say 10,240 pounds. We're just gonna go with it. Okay, that's for a 4-foot square boulder. Okay, so our value here is gonna be a lot different. 4645. 4645. Okay, there we go. Huge difference, right? In mass. I think it's kind of important.
YouTube music app, you can bump your fave songs in the background.
Oh, great.
While you clean up all that.
I got commercials to deal with. Just great. All right, let's roll with these numbers and let's test things out here, guys. Okay. Let's check it out. We'll see how we do here. Let's have a look at what happens. Okay, maybe we'll just go right there. I'm gonna go like this and let's run it. Whoa. There's a bit of a difference going on there. Okay, I'm just gonna go like this. Click something else here. There we go. Okay, let's run it again. I mean, it kind of ran them over a bit, I guess. So you guys gotta realize that's 10,000 pound boulder. It's insane. Okay, so hopefully, you know, I don't know. What do you guys think? Are my numbers kind of more realistic? Remember, an Abrams M1 Abrams tank is 62,000. This thing, I don't know what kind of to call it, because if you're looking at it, I don't know. Maybe what's the size of a Sherman tank? Let's do that. Mass of a Sherman tank. Okay. Let's see. Whoa, it's saying anywhere between 66,800 and 84,000 pounds. I don't know if that's even realistic. What about this one? This older one here. So maybe I should have kept my numbers realistic. I don't know. Short tons. 66,800 to 84,000. Okay. Again, that's pounds. So we got to convert that back. So maybe we'll go on the low end, 66,800. So we got 30,000. Yeah, we're a little high. I don't know. And 84,000 is the max. 84,000. 38. So we're still a little high. 38. Let's do this. We're going to do a quick search for mass of an M1 Abrams. Weight of an M1 Abrams. Okay. 73.6 short tons. Woo! 138,900 pounds. I know these new tanks nowadays, man, they really can go. They actually have some pretty good speed to them now. It's saying that
Okay, I don't know. Guinness Book of World Records. What? Okay. What the heck? Okay, I don't want to get into that. What is the reverse speed of an M1? It's 40 kilometers an hour. Why does everything have to be in... I'm getting too many tabs up here. Kilometers per hour. 2 miles per hour. This is the reverse. 40 kilometers an hour, it says. 24 miles an hour. 25 mile an hour for a reverse. That's pretty good. I mean, that'll run over your toes, you know. Okay, 84,000. We're gonna go with these numbers, guys. 38, 102, 102. I don't know. What's the boulder again? Yeah. Okay, we're just gonna keep it at that. I'm spending too much time on that. All right. Let's focus. Okay, let's have a look from this angle. See what's up. And we'll just go like that. Okay. Let's run it again. Test it, guys. Oh, games on the other side? Okay, well, that's okay. All right, let's run it. We're playing around here a little bit. Oh, man. You can see that tank. It lifted in the air a little bit. Boom. I mean, that boulder's making it, it's making it do some funny stuff. Okay, that's enough of that. That was just for funsies, guys, okay? Just want to try to make it a little more realistic and make it fun as well. So back to the code. Let's carry on. So we've added a speed. Okay, I was thinking about this yesterday a little bit more. This value here forward, guys, remember it is vector 3 dot forward. This is the same as having these for an XYZ. Y is 0 and Z is 1.0F. Okay, so this value here is 1, which is a good choice because anything multiplied by 1 will give you the same result, right? So I started thinking about this a little bit more, how they make this work. It's a getter, so obviously it's a direction. The direction's not X, it's not Y, but it's Z. So they have to give it a value, and that value is 1, which makes the most logical sense. It's kind of like a direction, right? I know it sounds silly, but I'm just kind of thinking about this a little bit deeper within the programming. So yeah, the 1 is a value, but it's kind of like a direction. I know that sounds silly, but because obviously it says forward, and obviously it means a direction. Anyways, yeah, I think that's how they come about that. Let's see. Okay, so then we created a public float, right, and created a variable. That variable speed is 20. If it could go in reverse, what did I say? 25 for reverse. If it could go as fast as 20, and Abrams can go as fast as 25, again, that's miles per hour. So, kilometers per hour, miles per hour. So I'm going to go 20. It's too much. Let's go 40. 40 is 25. Okay, so that's kind of fast. I don't know if I should use kilometers per hour or if I'm supposed to use meters per second. or meters, maybe meters per hour. I don't know. Let's test the speed for that. Let's have a look. See what it does. Okay. A little bit faster. Man, that's kind of weird how it runs over the boulder, which is not really realistic. It sent it off the direction. You see that? It changed its angle. Again, guys, we don't have any control of this. Okay. I know I'm messing around a little bit today and should be a little bit doing creating, but I'm trying to make it a little more fun. Okay, so we gave it a speed, right? So again, distance equals velocity times time. That's why I was thinking about this a little bit more deeper, right? This means this one value is telling the program or software. I'm just trying to think of how the best way to explain it. It tells the software which direction to go, which is forward in the Z direction, and it needs a value. That value is 1. Yeah, I need to. Yeah, we're good. Let's carry on. So here's our velocity and then multiplied by time. Okay. What's the next thing we're going to do here? We are going to create a script for the camera. Okay. All right, just having a look here, guys. Just give me a sec. Okay, camera. So we've already positioned the camera. We're gonna carry on. I get distracted and stuff, so I'm trying to get myself back on focus here. I wish my keyboard would work a little bit better. Sometimes I'm pressing the buttons and it's just not reacting or responding. I think it's time for a new keyboard. WASD has been beat up a little bit. Okay, we need to create a new script. Okay, it's going to be called follow player. So we need the camera to follow, right? Because when we run it, guys, right, we're not staying with the tank. We don't know what's going on. Okay? I need to change things up here. There's got to be a way to keep the tank from driving over the boulder. I don't know. That's bugging me too. Okay, so let's do that. Create new C# script, and we're going to just call it follow player. Okay, we're kind of just utilizing what's been shared with us by the great people at Unity. All right, there we go. That's done. Okay, so I just double clicked it to open it, guys. Okay, you can see it's in the same package. Okay, that belongs to 3D Engines. There's the name. Okay, so all this is kind of saved internally in the file system here. Okay, obviously it's right here as well, right? You can see it. Okay, follow player. There we go. So again, this is going to be a nothing here. Okay, same thing. Let's see. All right. Okay, so the first thing we need is another game object. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a field. Okay, this one has to be public. Okay, and we need a game object. Okay, public. That's the other thing I didn't show you guys. Okay, here we go, guys. It's internal here. I just remembered something I didn't share with you yesterday too. Okay, so this is a class when we type game object. Okay, it's part of the Unity engine, and then right here, dot game object base class for all entities in Unity scenes. So this is the class, and I believe this would be the object, right? So game object. Okay, let's have a look. So now what is it called here? class. It's all kind of together. But we still need to create a variable for the game object. So the player is the vehicle. So we could call it player vehicle, whatever you want. So all we're doing, guys, is just creating the variable. That's it. We're not assigning any values or anything to it. Okay, so going back, let me just go like this. We need this game object. Okay, that's our connection between the code and the actual object, between the camera and the tank. Okay, where is that? Let me go back here. I remembered something. Remember player controller when I did this yesterday, guys? Okay, I had to stop and think about it. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys this. Okay. Oh, there we go. 2.2. That doesn't seem right. Oh yeah, 1 meter per second is 2.2 miles per hour, which isn't very fast. But anyways. Okay. Public flow armor speed. So let's go back to here. Okay, I gotta get back on track. So that is for player controllers for our tank, right? So remember, take note. Remember our tank, we attached this player controller code to the tank. Okay, we don't need rigid body shown. Okay, right here. Player controller script. Okay, let me show you guys. You see this? Public? Okay, we made it public. Remember how yesterday I was saying or mentioning that when you make something public, you have access to it inside Unity. And look, there it is. See? Armor, speed. The only thing different is it actually puts a space between the variables, two variable names, and then uppercases the A. Okay, that's the same thing. That's our link. So we could actually change those values now here inside our code within Unity. And why? It's because we made it public. All right, that's why. I seriously need more coffee today, guys. Thank you for understanding while you're watching me go through this. Okay. So there. So yeah, you could actually change this value. Now, just so you know, it doesn't change here. Okay, I changed that to 25. I'm going to go back to 20. We'll just save that again. Okay, just so you can see. I don't want to confuse you. But if you change it here, it doesn't reflect here. Okay? This is like stored in here. I don't know, I don't want to over explain it. I don't want to say it's permanent. Oh, goodness gracious. I should maybe go back to that other music I had before. Commercials really distract me. They annoy me so much. Hopefully you guys don't like commercials as much as I don't either. Okay, carrying on. Where was I? See, that's what I mean. I get distracted so easy and then I lose thought. Okay, so I could change the value right here. I could go 25. And I'm actually going to be affecting the speed within Unity. Okay, I'll just show you. So the speed did change here in Unity, okay, while I ran it. But again, to show you, it doesn't reflect here. Okay, so if you want that to be changed here as 25, I think you kind of have to force it. You would have to change it here, right? Maybe you might have to make it private and then public again. I don't know, so that it reflected back here. I don't know 100%. I haven't really tried it, but again, just be aware. If you change it here, you're not changing it here. Okay, that's all I really wanted to say. Just little things, guys, to be aware of. All right, But you can, which is cool. If you make it public, you can change your values right here anytime you want to. Right? I could go crazy and I could go 100. I don't know if 100 would be, that would be fast. So if I run it, this thing is going to zoom, right? Boom. Just like, whoa! It's actually getting air. It defied the physics of gravity. Okay, let's go to 50. That was insane. Did you guys see that? It literally went off into space and defied gravity at 100. It's almost like we took away the delta time, right? Without this, like if we deleted this, remember when we just had the whoa, I really messed that up. When we just had the forward speed, like the 001, the one alone, you see how fast it went with just that? It was crazy. Anyways. Yeah, so basically it was the same thing what we just did there. All right, carry on. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so we've done that. So we created the game object. Okay, we've called it. We haven't created it, have we? Oh, silly me. Let's get back to the proper code. Follow player. Okay, created the game object. Now we have to attach this to the camera. Okay. Okay, so basically we're giving this script follow player to the camera now because we want the camera to follow the player. Okay, I'm really trying to get back on track here, guys. I really am. I'm definitely gonna need another coffee. So I take my script, my follow player script, make sure the camera's highlighted. I don't want to click it, but I want to drag and drop it in the inspector. You can see I'm just holding the left click still. That's why you're seeing the no entry symbol. Okay, I'm still holding my left click. Okay, check and make sure you're in the inspector. Okay, I'm just going to drag it here in the empty space. Boom. There we go. Now we've attached the script, the code that we created, follow player, to our camera. Okay, it's right there. And here's the game object, guys. That's the link right here. So this game object, which is obviously part of this script, follow player, player vehicle, right? That's what we called it. Player vehicle. So all it does is it takes the two names, right? Again, when you guys type these variables, they have to be written and typed exactly. Uppercase and lowercase, like coding has its own like methods of formatting, or very particular about the way you type variables. Okay, and class names and object names, all those things, they matter. Okay, you have to just follow the same, be consistent. Okay, here is lowercase, there's no space, but the second, this is called snake case. If you follow my C++ series, it explains it there. I'm trying my hardest not to get off track here. Okay, I can easily get off track and start talking about other things. Okay, see my C++ series, I explain all this stuff. Okay, so we have attached the script to our camera. You can see our camera's highlighted. If you're not sure, you can see it in the inspector. It says main camera. Okay, I just want to make sure you guys can still hear me. Hold up. I like the music, the vibes. Just unfortunately, it's too bad it has commercials. Just cleaning up my history a little bit, because every song that's played is saved in my history. It's so annoying. Like, why? You have to literally save everything. I like the music. Okay, there we go. We're good. All right. I just wanted to make sure we're okay. I gotta check once in a while, guys. Okay. Oh, I love coffee. Sorry, guys. I should have muted while I drank that. Okay, let's get back on track. Okay, so our follow player script is now attached to our camera. Okay, and again, going back to this game object, right? That's the link. So we have to link an actual object in our environment to the code, right? The camera needs to know which object to follow, right? If I pick the rock, well, it's gonna follow the rock, or the boulder. Obviously, the boulder has no motion, it has nothing, right? So we're gonna attach it to the vehicle that has motion. So we take let's see, right here, our vehicle. So we're just gonna go right here, guys. Okay, make sure your inspector's showing main camera. These are key little details. All right, you got to kind of train your brain and memorize this stuff a little bit. All right, so inspector is showing main camera. We're going to go here and click. We don't want, so if I actually click it, it's hard to explain, but if I click it, I changed it to armor vehicle. We don't want that. I kind of lightly, so I gotta lightly click armor vehicle and then drag it. Okay, so now I have armor vehicle from here. Okay, and I'm gonna drag it right into here. Okay, you see where I am, guys? Right here. It needs a game object. Boom. We just linked it up. Just like that. Okay. Control S. Now if I run this, it should be following. Okay. Let's check it out. And it's not. Wow. Okay, what did I do wrong anyways? We need code or something. We need something more. Holy, did you see that? Whoa, we're not done, right, guys? We're not done. There's more to do, right? Because we have no update. We have nothing here, right? So the camera doesn't know what to do. Okay, so remember, to make an object move, we have to use the transform translate. We have to basically write the code, right? That's why nothing happened. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna type transform. Now look at that. I love Visual Studio because it automatically suggests what to type. Really, that's everything. There is what we need. So I'm just gonna hit tab, tab, tab. Done. Boom. Okay, so basically this code here is getting the camera to follow the vehicle, right? We didn't give any instructions in our code, right? In our follow player code. That's why the camera didn't follow, right? The key thing, or the critical step, guys, is adding the script and then telling the camera which object to follow. Essentially, that's what it is. Okay, so that's all we did. We did those good steps, but we didn't write any code. We need to make the camera move now. Okay, that's what we need to do. All right, so that's saved. That updated. Unity updated it as well. I'm just gonna save here and let's run it. We should be good now. Oh! Whoa, snap. What is up? I can't even see the road. I'm on the tire, I'm on the ground. Why am I driving underneath the vehicle? Oh my goodness. Why is it doing that? Okay. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. It's all good. Okay, so our camera object, remember our camera object is our position. Where's our camera object? Yes, our camera is up here, but our camera object, it's really odd. I don't know. I don't have any answers, but we have to create an offset. Okay, so it's underneath our vehicle is where it's kind of hiding out, even though it's showing that it's here. But there's ways to fix this, okay, guys? So we don't need to freak out or worry too much. Okay, so we can play around with the code and just kind of offset things to make little adjustments. Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna create another field. Okay, and it's gonna be private. Okay, it doesn't need to be public. I have to explain quickly though. Okay, I'm trying my hardest not to get distracted and get off topic too much for you guys. So the game object here has to be public. Okay, I'm just gonna comment this out for a sec, just so you guys be aware. Okay, our camera selected. If we made it private, then we wouldn't be able to attach this information to our script. I'm just trying to think of the best way to explain this without making it over confusing. If this was private, we wouldn't see it here, right? It just wouldn't be there in our Unity. Okay, so we have to keep it public. If we made it private, this would be gone. Okay, and then the camera, it would break. The camera would break, well, not physically, but you would run it and you would just end up getting an error of some sort. I don't want to test it to find out. Again, keep your game object public because we need to be able to visually see it in Unity and be able to attach an object or a game object to it, to our script and our code. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so back to this. So we need to offset. Okay, so this is for the camera, and it's gonna take the position of the player vehicle or the player object. And remember, information is stored from right hand side to left hand side. Okay, so whatever's on the right hand side is being stored in the left hand side. You guys have to watch the C++ series to understand how information is stored. Hopefully most of you know. Okay, so that's what all this means. Obviously we know what equals sign means, but again, remember, anything on the right hand side is stored into the left hand side. Okay, this is what's being utilized. Okay, again, this is the camera. So we need to offset the camera. So we're gonna, again, we're working with 3D. We need we need vector 3, and we're just gonna create another variable called I don't know, camera offset. Maybe I'm gonna go like this. Okay, all right, there we go. Camera offset. And it's gonna equal a new position, and we have to give it some values. Okay, the values are going to be X, Y, and Z, right? We don't know them yet. Okay, so obviously it's gonna error, it's gonna be like that. So we have to think about this. Like, it would be nice if you could actually, I'm just curious what each square, how much distance each square here represents. I don't know offhand, but let's see. Let's think about this a little bit. So our position of our tank is 0, 0, 0. Okay. We need to go backwards and up. That's what the offset's doing, guys. Okay. We're taking our viewpoint, where our eyes are, and moving it up to here. So that's where we need to go. Okay, I don't want it to be confusing. I better put that back to 20. But that's essentially what we're doing.
Listening, song downloads, and more.
Get skipped. We could guess some values for now is what we could do. So just play around with the code. Remember, so blue is Z and Y is green. Okay. So we're going to be changing the Z value and the Y value. Okay, so maybe we'll just test, right? We'll put in some random numbers. Okay. So Z and Y. So X is going to be 0. Right? Because we don't want to move we don't want to move the camera or our viewpoint in the X direction. Okay, so we got to go backwards here. Logically, you would think, well, to go backwards, you would go negative. I'm just trying to help you guys. We're going to mess it up here. We're going to make some mistakes. But this is all part of the learning, okay? So now we need our viewpoint, or just think of it as we're moving our eyes, or our eyeballs from underneath the tank, right? Imagine that we're underneath crawling around. Okay, well, let's take our position from laying on the ground to standing up. Okay, so we got to go up. And I don't know, how tall are we? I don't know. We'll say 6 feet. I'm just going with some random numbers. Okay, and make sure you finish your code here with a semicolon. Okay, and then we have to attach. We have to add that. So again, remember, this is the camera. Okay, we're taking the vehicle position. Right? Our object, we're taking, because this is the position of us laying underneath the ground. Okay? I'm trying to get it so you guys understand what the code and what we're doing here. So we need to add our offset. So basically our laying position to standing up. And that's going to be our camera offset. Okay, now I could have wrote all this here, down here. I could have did it like this, right? I could have did it this way, you guys. That works too. All right, but remember, we're trying to have good coding practice here. So just think hypothetically, let's say you're going to type 1,000 lines of code. Okay? And this line, let's say this line here is on line 536. I'm just guessing. Okay, you would have to scroll down all the way down and look for this line. So imagine you're looking through 500 lines of code, right, and trying to find this here just so you can edit these values. Okay, you don't want to do that. That's why we create these fields. Okay, it makes life easier for not just for yourself, but for anybody else that wants to change or edit values. Okay, so we're going to do that. So we're using a variable name here. Okay, and so if we ended up typing 500 lines of code, this is going to be at line 536. We wouldn't have to come here and look for this, because we could just change our values right here. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. I need more coffee. I know I'm over explaining. Okay, but I just want you guys to understand. Okay? All right? Not just for you guys, but for myself as well. All right, so Hopefully we're not laying on the ground anymore and we're standing up. Let's find out. Okay, let's run it. Whoa, we're way underneath the ground here. Okay. Okay. So I know it messes with your brain a little bit. And you're like, okay, well, which way is X? Which way is Y? We're actually underneath here. We couldn't see anything, but we're actually underneath. Okay, something's off. So maybe we just have to think backwards. Okay, I don't have an answer. Like to me, so here's what I'm thinking, guys. Okay, I know it seems like a cluster F, but it's not, right? We're actually, we want to have a better understanding, so we're kind of thinking deeper into this. All right, so if we look at this object here, this object is at 0, 0, 0. We have no other values. We don't know which way is positive, right? Looking at the blue arrow, I would assume that this direction's positive. We need a way to figure it out. Okay, so looking at this, there we go. Okay, so I just clicked the sign here. Here's a way to figure it out, guys. Look at the sign. The Z values has a negative value. So that means the sign, this construction sign is negative in the negative direction of our tank. So that must mean that we need to go in the positive direction. Oh, I am going to change the music next video, guys. I can't deal with that. Okay. Might go back to the old elevator music. So, now I'm kind of doing this, making a mess out of this so that you guys understand, right? So it helps you. Okay, I looked at the sign. The sign is in the negative direction. Remember, this is at 0, 0, 0. Okay, our sign is negative. So that means if I look at here, this blue arrow, well, my brain, I'm thinking, well, that's got to be positive, but it's not. This direction is actually negative. Okay, all right, cool. We figured one thing out. So let's go back. So that means, but I put a value of 6, which would be positive. Okay, that's really, really messing with the brain here. So we'll just try different things. Okay, so let's run it again. So that's negative. Really trying to understand this. Okay, so I can't tell, right? I physically can't tell because we need to get above the ground here to be able to tell. Y direction. Well, obviously we're under the ground, so we need to go positive. Okay, Y. Oh, I got the heights backwards. We're 6 tall, and we're gonna go -6 back. Okay, we're just trying some values here, right? This is how you figure it out, guys. Okay, let's run it. We should be above the ground now, hopefully. Yes, let's go! I don't know if that was a big yay, but at least we're following the tank now. All right, watch what happens when we get up to the end of the road. Ah! Off to the abyss. All right, that's not bad. Let's have a look at our game. Actually, that's not bad at all. I can see a little bit of ground behind me. I mean, we could change the camera so it's closer and a little higher up. That's up to you guys. Whatever values you put here. Okay, that's all up to you. Again, I'm trying to think of it logically based on let's go back here. Based on, I don't know, objects like this here. This one's negative. All our signs are going in the negative direction. But oh, look at that. But look at the arrow. There we go. That's why, guys. I figured it out. Look at the sign. This sign is pointing the other direction. Okay? Aha! I figured it out. Okay, so we're going to think a little bit deeper. You notice our blue is pointing that way? Our Z is pointing that way, which is opposite of what this sign's pointing. So the value that, or the logic that I'm thinking, I was initially assuming both blue arrows were pointing in the same direction. Okay, guys, this is good. This is good. Okay, this is all part of the learning process. So looking at the sign, oh, the sign is pointing this way, but it's negative. Our tank is pointing that way, but that means it's got to be opposite of this. So here initially we put a negative, right? For a Z. Is that right? Our Z is in the negative. Negative goes this way. Wow. This is still negative, but that's still pointing. Man, you guys, I gotta go get more coffee. I'm gonna leave it at that. Sometimes I like to think too deep on some of this stuff, but you would think logically that would make sense. One that's pointing different directions. Didn't we initially put it as negative? I don't know. I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. Here's the thing, don't get yourself too confused, okay? Hopefully you don't think of it as deep or as I do. My brain's not ready for all this, but I'm always excited to do videos for you guys. So what you do, just play with the numbers. That's all you do. Keep it simple. Okay, don't pull a Johnny and try to go deeper into it. Okay, just keep it simple. Put in some values. Again, remember, we're not changing the X direction. We're changing only the Y and the Z value. Okay, that's why we changed Y and Z. Okay, just put in some random numbers. Don't go too crazy. Like, you don't want to put 600. Like, don't go wild. Just start off with low values. Okay, play around with it, and that's how you figure it out, guys. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Washroom break, and I definitely need more coffee. Hopefully things go a little bit better in the next video. Thank you for watching, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Take care.
Are you ready for a life-changing opportunity? BC Cancer is...
Whether you want to increase sales, generate leads, or build brand awareness, Google Ads can reach new
Baby, I don't understand this. You're changing, I can't stand it. I can't take this damage. In the way I feel, can't stand it. Baby, I don't understand this. You're changing, I can't stand it. My heart can't take this damage. In the way I feel, can't stand it. I don't understand it.